Hello, my lovey-dovey beings. Happy Valentine's Day. I know that it is a man-made concept, but when our world is in the crazy place that it is, for us as individuals and as a collective to be admitting a higher frequency of love together, it does something really important. So I hope that today you are embodying self-love. I hope that you are giving love out. I hope that you are open to receive it. I hope that you are lathering yourself in it, rolling around in it, and rubbing it all over yourself, please, because you deserve it and so does our world. We are doing the last reading for the year of the snake. It feels bittersweet in a way because this has been such a progressive year for so many of us, but it's also quite exciting to see where all of this hard work is going to take us. So, right now there's no coincidence that there's so many different planetary movements, alignments, things popping off at the same time right now. We literally have our first eclipse of the eclipse season happening on the first day of Chinese New Year, the first day of the year of the horse. The second one is on my birthday, so, respect. March the 3rd will be our second eclipse of the year. We have the shadow period of Mercury retrograde has popped off. Yesterday we had Saturn moved out of Pisces after a few years of being there. We just had Neptune move out of Pisces not long ago also after a 14-year period. There is huge shifts happening and it's no coincidence. You will see a rise in people wanting justice, wanting those without a voice that are being mistreated to receive the true care that they need. Yes, there is a lot of loud, ignorant people in our world, but it's because they are more likely to comment. So please stay out of the comment section on the posts that you see that, can be quite triggering to see how ignorant and dark humanity can be at times, and know that there is a huge amount of us that truly do care, that truly are speaking up. But there's also this need for us to flip that focus in right now. Yes, there's so much crazy going on in the world that deserves our care, our attention, our love, our voice. But this is not about spiritual bypassing. This is about concentrating. The birds are going off outside right now too, so they're saying yes, she's right. Confirmation right there. But this time right now, they want us distracted. They want us in a low vibration of fear so that we're not embodying that excitement for the future, the manifestations that we want to call in. They need us in a high vibe frequency for us to hit that higher timeline. So please turn your focus in on your own life right now. What is actually directly affecting you? Concentrate on making your own life better, brighter, more aligned with you right now, and calling in the new manifestations and new dreams that you have for the year of the horse. You're a very different person to who you used to be, and your wants, your needs, your dreams, your goals need to realign to who you are now. So do pull out the pen and the paper. Shout out Ashley. Do your vision boards, update your manifestation lists, do some spell work if you feel called. It is a perfect time to do this stuff. We'll get it all written down and wait for the portal, the 22nd portal, the 3rd of the 3rd portal to execute your spells. Anyway, I've ranted on enough now, but there's so much to talk about, and I geek all out on it. So if I've missed any other important planetary alignments right now, please drop them in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's Mercury is retrograding in Pisces this time, which is very interesting after we've just come out of that period of Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. And then it's like, hang on a minute, anything else that hasn't been dragged up, bring it out now, babes. Not like we didn't have enough of it, but you know what I mean? Anyway, I could talk about this shit for days. Let's do our reading. So I am tempted to do a reading for YouTube a longer reading, but I'm just going to let Spirit lead me on what I should and shouldn't do right now, and we'll see what happens during this. Destiny. What a fucking gorgeous card. Literally, I'm talking about the portals, and look what's there in between that stone. Is it a Stonehenge? Go for confirmation. But look at him, how amazing is that? I want you to get in that frequency of dreaming beyond. Like, she's literally wearing an eagle as a hat. How, like, that is so high vibrational. I love this. I said to a friend this morning, get in amongst, like, watching some movies that, and then we've got the snake on here too, that are going to spark that inspiration for dreaming bigger, for believing that you can achieve anything you put your mind to. And you know that, like, saying of, like, if pigs can fly, well, they can if you really want them to. And as we're talking about this, she literally saw a jumping fish, like it was flying fish. So I was like, yep, thank you, universe, thank you. And I feel like this is very much building on from that. This woman is wearing these snakes. The year of the snake has become her best friend. The things that before were poison to her are now the antidote for anything wrong in her life. This feels very wise, very connected, very higher realm, protected. So there's also new life coming to this tree. So it's like also giving that time. Like, I know in Australia right now, in this side of the hemisphere, we're in summer, but many people that are watching this are also on the other side of the hemisphere that are in winter, and that period can be pretty dark when you live in an area where it's snow as well. It can, that, you know, seasonal depression can hit pretty hard. I want you to know, Spirit is saying that new growth is on the way. Look at that beautiful new growth. That tree is stronger now because of the roots that were planted during these seasons. She's also got a golden egg here. Why am I don't know. I know that there's some sort of really expensive golden eggs, but I'm hearing Jubilee. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Let me know in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about, because I don't. I just heard the word Jubilee, and then I remember seeing those, like, are they like Fabergé eggs or something? I don't know, but this is like giving very delicate, very expensive, what you have, someone's put a lot of time and care and detail into this, and this is you in your life right now. And see how this has been, this egg is being wrapped up. Oh, it's a snake. There's a snake skin around it. So this is literally Spirit giving confirmation on the year of the snake has been very successful for you. And if you don't feel like it on the outside, this year of the horse, you're going to start seeing all of that work that you did that no one could see. No one but Spirit could know the kind of work that you were doing on yourself. But this year of the horse is when people are going to be able to see the detail in which you worked on yourself, the detail in which that you tweaked and changed and were brave and looked at yourself, and with not only honesty but bravery and compassion. And it feels like Spirit is saying that you are to be looked at but not touched. So whatever that means for you, yeah, I think that hit the way it's meant to. Let's see what else Spirit have to show for us on this. We have a 10 of Pentacles in reverse and then a 5 of Swords in reverse. So it looks like a battle has come to an end with something in the 3D world where maybe you were pushing too hard to make something work with possibly family, possibly relationships. this could also be work, something that wasn't really working for you. You are giving up the battle. You are no longer pushing in the way you were before, and you're like, okay, what is meant to me for me will flow. If I'm trying so hard and just getting hit by hurdle after hurdle after hurdle, then that's not flowing for me right now. And energy goes where attention flows. So we need to go to where things are flowing the best for us. What areas in your life are things flowing the best for you? So yes, with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse and this 5 of Swords in reverse, it really looks like we are moving on from things that don't flow. We're letting them the fuck go, and that is what's best. And it may be heavy. This energy here feels very, very heavy, but I cannot stop admiring how gorgeous the energy in this card is. It's so mystical and wise and higher realm. And you know, if this card tells us anything about moving from the year of the snake into the year of the horse, is that you have really done that work. And you're so divinely guided and protected. And this eagle is giving that big brother energy. Look at it. It's just watching over you like, I got your back, sis. I got your back, bro. I got your back, they, them. Like, this is not... You are not in Kansas anymore, Toto. You are in a different place that is going to expand your mind. It's going to expand your horizons, and sometimes new levels, new devils. So yes, protect your energy. Know that these portals that are coming up, also the 222 portal, I mean like this, the 22nd of the second portal, the third of the third portal, then we got the fourth of the fourth. You know how counting goes. But whatever one draws you in the most is what's important to you. Yes, we can listen to what works for other people, and all of the information out there is addictive. I love listening to all of this stuff. I truly do. It's hard for me to pay attention to many things in this world, but when it comes to magical things, I'm like, you've got my full attention, and I love it. So if this is also doing this for you, and you're finding a certain portal is sticking out for you, it's because your energy works best with that portal. So, you know, I'm born on the 3rd of the 3rd. So of course the 3-3 portal just stands out to me a lot. But I also really love the 8-8 portal because I'm born on 88. So see what I mean? And it was 2 minutes and 22 seconds as I looked down then, because I added this on to the last video I did. But anyway, there's just angel numbers popping off everywhere. And I know that this is a man-made concept, the calendar, but just like I said at the start, that when there's enough people admitting a frequency, that magical things happen. And when you have witches and wizards and spiritualists and whoever else wants to join in on the magic on these portals, the frequency is just amplified. So however, do your research on what portal is meant for what this year, what that also aligns with in your chart or you as an individual, and roll with it, because there's something really special and really important around these portals, especially with this egg. There's something about the protection of it. It's like, it kind of feels like it's being protected to me. And then once something hits with one of these portals, it's going to crack open and we get to see what's inside. Like, are you a dragon at heart? Are you a snake at heart? What is in this egg for you? Like, I'm intrigued. All right, let's see what else Spirit have. Let's go a little bit deeper on our challenge. I'm getting a finishing line. Like, and I've never really got that from this before. Like, see these checkers? I've never really gotten that out of a 10 of Pentacles before. It's like this had to close out. You had to give up the challenge before you could close this energy out. So that's pretty exciting. There's a finishing line here. New chapter, new beginning. A whole new world. I got a King of Swords. Being very logical, really thinking things over before you close this out. Like, to go from a Five of Swords in reverse to a King of Swords, it shows maturity. It shows intelligence in what you're doing. It shows that you are looking at the facts and placing yourself in all different scenarios, not just your own. This shows someone who is willing to put their own feelings aside to do what's right. Respect. Can I have a look at the medicine? I was about to say the medium. You might, a medium is somebody who is speaking for spirit, but maybe you're speaking for your higher self. Maybe you're speaking for what's best in someone else that you care for. Maybe the way that you guys are going is not for the best in both of you. And even though your normal self would like to continue, your higher self is coming in and being like, nah, we're going to be the medium in this situation, and we're going to do what's best and channel what that is and start to make things happen. I know that for myself, in certain moments in my life, my higher self has come in and taken over to get shit done, because she's just like, we cannot repeat this anymore, babe. And I feel myself move, and it's like I'm on autopilot and somebody else just takes over and gets shit done. And I'm very, very grateful for those moments. So some of us, I feel, are having that moment happen with this situation, with whatever this is closing out, whether it is a job that's no good for you anymore, whether it's a partnership that's no good for you anymore and no good for that person too. This isn't just a one-sided thing. This is like long gone, no more energy here, no more upgrades here. It's time to shift on. Can I get the medicine? Even though I think we just said it all, but oh yeah, you gotta feel it. So in this card we have 5 of Cups. 3 cups have tipped over and are spilling out, and this person is mourning those cups. But when they're finished doing their human thing, which is completely normal to feel your feels, be in your emotions, but when they turn around, look what they got left. 2 full cups. This bridge that's in the background here, headed to this new destination, is just awaiting you to move through the motions. It's waiting for you to... This is the first time I've ever noticed also that 2 of these cups are spilling red. One of them spilling green. So this feels to me like whatever's been going on has been affecting your health. You may want to do some type of cleansing, whether like a detox, something that is going to help you heal. I'm hearing your gut health, but this could be different for everybody. This is a collective reading, and I'm not a doctor, but green represents, life. It represents health, and it feels like, and red represents action. It also obviously can sometimes represent death, and anger and love, funnily enough. Green also represents the heart chakra. So this here, it feels like in letting go of what no longer can be, you may be feeling a lot of different emotions. Letting go of 4 of what gave you life that has come to its death. Letting go of what once before was love but shifted into anger. And when I say letting go, we don't really let go of anything. We shift those energies, we alchemize those energies. I spent a long time on my healing journey going, why can't I let things go? I've done this, I've done that, I've done this spell, I've done this practice, this ritual, I've done this healing journey. Why can't I let shit go? Because we can't. The things that have happened to us, the things that we've been through are true, real things. And we carry that with us. But what we can do is we can shift that energy from being one thing, and we can study the fuck out of it until one day it shifts into a different energy. And it comes into an energy of understanding and acceptance and the lesson that we carry with it. It then becomes something that before was holding us back and bringing us down into something that will continue to help us move forward. We've all had those moments in life where we've shifted something like that. So knowing that you've already done it, everybody's already done it, I believe. It's not something new. This isn't me coming up with a new concept. I'm just explaining it in the way that I've experienced it, in the way that I've learned how to deal with it. You would have had a moment in your life where you have taken the energy of something, and over time you have shifted that energy into something else that doesn't hurt as much. Yeah, there's still underlying fucking pain there, of course, but it no longer has a hold on you like it did before. It now motivates you to never have to go through that again. It motivates you to know all those things about yourself. So, we can always have these moments keep us in a bitter timeline. But through this work, we can have it make us better. Five of Cups is a heavy card, but it's also a card of change. It's a card of getting ready to, and especially we got Five of Swords and then Five of Cups. So these are big changes that are happening for our collective right now, and this isn't changes that you haven't deeply thought about. These are changes that have had much effort and thought and care put into them. Emperor on the bottom confirming this. Can I get more on this five? Seven of Pentacles, the Devil in reverse. Fuck. Yes. All right. So what I believe is happening here too is that the roots that are planted in us from where we come from, where we're born, the families we grow into, the things that we were exposed to, or the belief systems and programming that was around us that we then absorbed also. We've been shifting that, and instead of them being dead ends, see all of these. Instead of them being dead ends, all of these roots, they're now becoming fruitful, and it's underneath the surface. So you can see, like, this way up, that's the root system. This way up, it's a whole new fucking tree, and it's a decorated tree. And this is how I see this card, is that all of these dead ends before that, they didn't have understanding, they didn't have meaning. It was just like, what the fuck? Now you've literally bedazzled them, you've bejeweled them with your own teachings, your own healing, your own understanding of the knowledge around each one of these things that were a dead end for your family line. Now there's something different, it's something new. It has an importance now that you have waved your hand over it and given it life to, instead of confusion. And this is going to mean different things for different people, but this is screaming family. I don't know how much I can say on here without getting in trouble, but family violence. SA, this is screaming like domestic violence, heavy things that have been passed down a family line for generations to generations, and then it's came to you, and there's been an understanding that has gone on through the healing, the ability for you to say, no, this stops with me. I'm going to figure out why this happens so that I don't repeat this and it doesn't get passed down. It doesn't mean that you may have not, had moments in your life that have hit like it has in the past, but we learn from them, we grow from them, and we know that they're there for a reason. This is truly giving somebody who, under the surface of what everybody else can see, is growing in ways that only you and Spirit know. And Spirit is about to reward you for this. With the devil in reverse, it shows me that you have chosen not to take that devil's hand. You have chosen not to go dancing off with things that are familiar to you just because they're comfortable. You've chosen to do the hard work to move away from those sorts of things, so that, and it would have been really hard. You've probably been ridiculed. You've probably been singled out. You've probably been the one that has, been the scapegoat, the black sheep of your family line, because you were the one that stood up and said, no, this is fucking weird. I'm not down with this. And you may have been, told you were the shit stirrer, told you were too much, whatever it is. But this is Spirit saying that they see you. They see the work you've done, and it's been really fucking heavy. The dreams you had of a family life together have not been able to be, but that's just because part of your destiny is to do exactly what you're doing. You're creating what a healthy family looks like for you, not by what is comfortable, by what is comfortable because it is known to you, because it is normal to your family line, but what you know should be normal, what you know should be comfortable, what you know is healthy. It is better to survive alone and rebuild alone in a way that is healthy to you, where you can start again and you can have the family line now learn what a regulated nervous system is. Miss Harper, you're so cute. You big snory hory. What a regulated nervous system is. What a home is like that is safe, that doesn't have people having to walk around on eggshells and be in denial of the pain that they're in by, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, whatever else, mental health disorders, because people aren't healing and working on the things that are truly the root systems of the cause of why they have mental health issues, and they're just popping those pills so that they don't have to feel them. I get that things like antidepressants are important for some people, but it's a band-aid fix. You're depressed for a reason. Unless you're going to get to the bottom of that, you're still going to be depressed underneath it all. You're just now walking around like a robot that doesn't understand why. And I get that some people need that. Some people truly need that. But for those of us who are deciding that they want to do different for the family line, we're all dogging it. And I'm really proud of you, and this is Spirit's way of saying that they are too. Where did my lighter go? My candle's gone out. I feel like we went deep there, and it is awkward for me to talk about this stuff sometimes because it feels like it's hitting home a little too hard, but there's a reason why the people in my collective have come across me, because we align. There's so many similarities in the way that we do things, and that's why we're vibrating on the same level. We're aspiring to the same level. We're moving and growing and evolving together, and we're on this same vibrating field, and that's why you get sent to me and I get sent to you. That's why when we do these collective readings, they hit you, they hit her, they hit him, they hit all of us in a different way. And sometimes the same way, creepily enough, but this is how collective readings work. So I'm going to try and suck up how awkward this can feel for me at times talking about this stuff, because it does hit home way too hard. And know that somebody needed to hear this. Let's have a look at our outcome. Knight of Cups. Look at you. You lovey-dovey queen, you. Or you lovey-dovey knight, you. On Valentine's Day, stop. Spirit. It's so cute. We love a brave lovey-dovey man around here. Or a woman. Or are they them? But this night is very masculine. Let's have a look. What else we got for this? And I love that, like, the wings on this knight's shoes, it gives me that, like, you know, and of course we've got this, oh my god. So we're doing a reading for the end of the year of the snake and a reading for the beginning of the year of the horse. And what do we got? We started out with snakes on her headdress. There's one over here, there's one over here. And look what we're closing out with, a horse. I love magic so much. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, so these wings on the shoes, they're showing me that, like, there's backup plans for you, babe. If you feel like the way that you are traveling to places in life is not working for you, there is always ways that you can fly higher to see a different perspective and get yourself to your destination. There is not one way of doing things. There is not one job you're meant to have. We are multifaceted humans, and I say this a lot, but it's so true. We are not meant to do things just the same way all the time. We're not meant to just do one thing. We're meant to explore and expand and evolve into all the different things that draw us in. And what works for you may not work for others. What works for them may not work for you. And that's the beautiful thing about being human. We're not meant to be the same. All right, show me more on this. Hanged Man and Lovers. Lover, lover, lover. I love that Valentine's Day, ending it with the lovers. So yeah, this is giving, ready to give and receive love. And that's exactly where we need to be right now. That is how we started out this reading. And that's what the Knight of Cups is. This is like, I am going to be brave. Even though I've been through a hell of a lot when it comes to love, especially, I'm going to put my armor on. I'm going to put my cup out, and I'm going to be ready to be brave, stride forward, and give and receive love. This Hanged Man card is showing this because they want you to not move forward in a way that you're not taking on the lessons of the past. Like I did in my last collective reading, we date at the level of our traumas. And if you don't want to continue doing that anymore, you have to learn from the last relationship and the last relationship. If you're just taking, if you're just going, oh, well, and then moving on to the next one without learning anything from the previous one, and then going, why are things repeating themselves? Oh, babe, please have a Hanged Man period. Have a break, have a Kit Kat, and hang out there for a while and have a think about why things ended the way they did. What are the patterns that are happening in your relationships? And this doesn't just have to be for people you want to do this with. This can be the way that you love yourself. This can be the way that things are, repeating with family members and friendships. Why are things repeating? What are your triggers? What are the patterns in what's going on here? We got to study them and take some accountability for the way that we're allowing these things to repeat themselves and where that may come from. Do the shadow work around that. I'm a shadow worker. If you need help with that, please hit me up. We can do a lesson and we can do some shadow work together and get to the bottom of some of these things. But yeah, love is waiting for you in this future outcome. Whether that for you as an individual means self-love, whether that means actual physical sexy love with someone who aligns better with this version of you that's done all this healing and this work, or maybe it's just somebody that's here for a quick time that is meant to come and teach you something so that you can move forward to the right thing. Because did I say it in this reading? That whole every time we make a mistake, if only we knew that we were 100 mistakes away from success. And that was in a different reading I did. Yeah. So that saying, what if you knew you were 100 mistakes away from success? How cool it would be to make every one of those mistakes, knowing that you were getting closer and closer and closer. They're not mistakes, babe. It's data. It's information that you need to become successful. And that's what some of these relationships are meant to be. They're data. They're teaching you more about yourself. But if you're leaving that relationship and not taking that data with you and filing it away so that it can be useful information, then you're doing yourself an injustice. You're doing future partners an injustice, and you're just going to repeat a cycle again and again. And that may also be a part of this family cycle that we're talking about here. But yes, this candle has still got lots left in it, but she keeps going out on me. I think they're telling me my reading's over. All right, let's close out. I'm going to light her one more time. Okay, what are we going to use, Spirit? Let's get an animal, spirit animal, to close out. And here, cockatiel. The cockatiel is about listening, rising above, color therapy, and self-talk. When cockatiel perches in your world, he asks you to listen to what others have to say. You may hear some useful advice and grow your understanding of yourself and others. Keep your ears open, as there are good opportunities for dream chasing around you right now. The cockatiel stresses the importance of color as a form of healing. If you have been attracted to dark colors, try lighting them up or wearing something a bit brighter. If you have been caught up in gossip, be mindful to rise above the drama. What you say about others reflects on you. When you feel confident and comfortable within yourself, there is no room or desire for gossip or drama. Direct your energy to where it is wanted. Welcome and valued. Be mindful that negative words lower your vibrational energy, so be aware of your self-talk. Talk to yourself with patience, kindness, and encouragement. Call on the cockatiel energy for help chasing dreams, to learn how to actively listen, when you need more color in your world, and for help staying away from drama. The advice for this card is don't get caught up in drama. The chakra is the base chakra and the throat chakra. The color is red and blue. And the mantra is, I am full of color and light. Okay, my beautiful collective, I'm going to jump off, have some dinner, and then I'm going to go onto TikTok Live and do some readings, some lovey-dovey readings for Valentine's Day. You can come and join me in over there. I go live on TikTok usually every Wednesday night and Sunday night, but special occasions and sometimes just in between randomly, I also go live. I will be doing a beautiful, my first interview with my beautiful Ashley on the 22nd of February at 9:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Please join us for that. It's going to be so much fun. This is the first time I will be interviewing one of my girly pops on there, but I'm excited to do more of this in the future. But Miss Ashley, it is our friendiversary. I was gifted her this time last year in a very beautiful way by her partner who had passed away when they were teenagers, and she has become one of my very best friends, one of my most favorite people in this whole wide world, and watching her grow and develop her own skills has been so much fun. I've been giving her readings and healings and teachings this last year, and I've watched her spiritual awaken, crack her open and rebuild her back up, and she has a very interesting story. So if you're somebody who is on your own spiritual journey and would like to hear somebody speak on this that you may resonate with, I highly recommend you come give her a listen. She's a very funny human. She's a very loving human. And yeah, I can't wait to see what comes to her world with everything that she's done for herself and her family over this last year. And I can't wait to see more of what we do moving forward on not just on my TikTok channel, but here on YouTube. I will be posting the interview up on here also after it's done. So if you miss it, you can come watch it here. But yeah, I'm going to jump off now and go and find something to eat. I love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.